it has made. Hey everyone, my name is Vanessa. Welcome to my live. I decided to call this checking in. I have a YouTube friend that she makes videos. It's Chit Chat. Let me find her channel name. And she hasn't really been posting often, but when she does, let me find them because she has one that I need to look at to catch up. Morning Chit Chat with April, get ready with me. And she has checking in. So this is my check-in live because I feel like I have not been on here for a while. I mean, I'm here with my Bible time, but that is strictly Bible time. Hello, who is there? How are you? I was watching TV and I needed to stop. So I decided to come over here and go live, like that's any better for me. But I did get things done. Who's watching? I see somebody, I think. Where are you coming in from? Gabe! You think I look happier than normal? How are you, Gabe? Junto. This is an English channel. English chat. Well, Gabe, it was actually not the best work day. But hey, there's gonna be good days and bad days, right? Well, I went to the college today to get my student ID because I'm a college student again. How are you doing, Gabe? Yeah, and my son is also a college student, so we are both, I guess, new freshmen. So he got his ID, I got my school ID. Never did I think this was gonna happen. But I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be happy. And yeah. Daryl, you changed your name again. Gabe says back to college, trying to relive your glory cheerleading. Yeah, I was over there. I'm trying to figure out what's happening at the college, like what activities can I join. I was looking at all of the, information board. Actually, this college has a rodeo. I was like, it would be so fun if I joined the rodeo. Um, I don't know if I could join the sorority. Daryl changed his name again. Yeah, I'm having fun. You know, Casanova, I haven't seen you in a while. The first time I went to college, it was like, it was no fun. I was putting in the work. I was focused. Maybe this time around I can have fun while I go to college. Yes, I hope I do crush college because when I went to college the first, like right after high school, I was focused on getting A's and B's, and I made the dean's list, and I made who's who among junior colleges, and I was like recommended to be, what do you call it? Like they wanted me to tutor, and I was like, I don't have time to tutor people because I had a full time job while I was going to school full time as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun this time around. Yep, I am older and wiser, Daryl. That's for sure. Casanova, how are you? You got your popcorn? Is that what that is? Gabe says having more life experience too will help you apply what you learn right on the spot. Yeah, my son's like, okay, so we went to the college together. He got his student ID. I got mine. He's a high school senior slash college freshman, I guess we could call him. I don't know. And I am a re-enrolled college student. So we went to get our student IDs together. Came on the way home. He's like, "Mom, what are you going to school for?" And I told him, "It's administration of justice is what the final career path is." And he's like, "What? What are you gonna do with that?" I was like, "I might want to be a politician. I might want to be a judge." I was like, "I just want something different." It's called a peer tutor here. Oh, is it? I don't have patience to tutor. Just like I don't wouldn't have patience to be a teacher. But yeah. I'm Casanova is doing all the emojis. I know. That's him. I'm just having a good time. I'm enjoying and living my best life. I'm making my life what I want it to be. I told I told my best friend because um, she called me yesterday, and I'm like, guess what? I'm like, I'm going back to college. And the good thing, I don't know if it's a good thing, but I really want to take as many classes as possible to get it done sooner than later. But unfortunately, I'm only going to be taking 2 classes this first semester because I've already got all the prerequisites taken care of because I already went to college before. So, and because I signed up too late. Well, no, I don't know if that's the problem. No, she said I had to take this one class first as a prereq before I take other classes, so I've got 2. Yes, I really like law. When I've taken, I took a law class in my associate program, and I really enjoyed my law classes in like business law in when I was in my bachelor or master program. I don't remember. I have to look at my transcripts. But every time I had the law criminal type classes, I really enjoyed it. And I put it to, even though I just took one class, I put it to use, y'all, because somebody came to me asking for help that they were wrongfully being identified, like they had, somebody was using their ID or something like that. So y'all, I put my, whatever I had learned from my class, I put it to use. I put together a letter, I referenced cases, I did all kinds of stuff, you know, and it cleared that person. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm good. No, I'm kidding, you guys. I just have a lot of confidence in my skills because the Lord made me wonderful. Lady, hello, how are you? Remember the other morning I was like, there ain't no mountain high enough. With Christ, I've got the strength. With God, I can do all things. Hey, Bood, how's it going? Yes, I have never seen you here before, so welcome to my live stream. Ladies, okay, I'm doing good. I'm excited. I've got a renewing for life. I've got a new purpose. Uh, what about y'all? Do you got anything new going on? What happened today? Bood, as long as you were courageous to let her know you did your part and now it's up to her. You know what? That was your purpose, just to be on her live stream to tell her that smoking was bad. Lady says, good news is we now have 7 empty apartments. Oh my goodness, lady. I have 1 vacant unit for sure. 1 is supposed to be vacant in a week. And at the end of the week, no, the end of the month, someone did put in a notice to vacate. So by the end of this month, I should have 3 vacant also. Unless the maintenance guy fixes up the first one real quick for move-in, then we won't. But I kind of am excited every time somebody leaves because they're usually they've got this idea that, I don't know, they're just always telling me, oh, this old site manager didn't do that. Nobody ever said that before. Like, I'm tired of hearing that from the older people, you know, that have been there. And so when my new people move in, it's a fresh start with them. I get to tell them the rules right from the get-go, and I don't get to hear from them. I don't have to hear from them. Oh, the old site manager. Okay, so 1 got filled. That's good. That is good news, lady. Oh, goodness. Mia. Thank you for the compliments. Lady says there's 3 apartments that is almost being done, so new people can move in. That's exciting. I especially get excited when it's someone who has never had an apartment before. It's their first, you know, time on their own or whatever. That's pretty exciting. I need to use my background before summer ends. You know what? So I'm pretty sure you guys have experienced this. When you go to the store, there's already fall and Halloween items out. So I usually don't decorate until September 1st, which that's gonna come before we know it. But I'm very tempted to start decorating inside and start watching fall movies, even though it is hot as heck outside. Lady says it's a slow process though. Takes like 6 months. Oh wow. Okay, so far in my experience, it took 2 months. With the old maintenance guy that I had, I don't know how quick my new maintenance guy will go. And then my problem is people that applied, they're very slow to submit all the stuff they need to turn in. So that's annoying, waiting on them. Like I have this one lady, it's been taking her a little over 2 months so far. Ever since I knew that one apartment was going to come open, I started, I contacted her to start the process, and it's already been 2 months and she still hasn't finished it. I don't decorate for Halloween, but I used to. Halloween was one of my favorite holidays. And I collected every year. I'd gather more and more. And I would decorate outside. I would decorate inside. I would even have like a Halloween dinner with my close family and invite them over. We didn't dress up. It was just a dinner. And I was like, even though I don't have any evil intentions when I was celebrating Halloween, I was like, maybe I just won't do that anymore. So I just decorate for fall. And I do hand out candy on Halloween night, which I went live last year when I was handing out candy. Oh, and some of the kids were like, the teenagers are like, "Oh, you're streaming," and I didn't even know what that meant because it was all new to me. October was the first month I was going live, and I'm like, streaming. I do have a live, but I would mute it, and the camera was on me. It wasn't on them. Lady says, "Don't remind me. I gotta buy Halloween candy to buy at the Dollar General store soon." Oh yes, because if you don't buy that candy sooner than later, it's gone. Yep. And then there's going to be the homecoming. I don't know about you guys, but I live in a small city. We have our homecoming parade, homecoming week. There's going to be a lot of activities. So I don't know, because my son's not playing football. I don't know if he's going to be involved in any of the in the parade. If he's not involved, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna sit with me and we're gonna watch that parade together. Oh, you do? This is what I do. I always buy my favorite candy, which is chocolate. That way, if I have any leftover candy, I'm going to enjoy it myself. I mean, I do share it, but yeah, that's what I do. Lady, you know what I'm talking about. We get our favorite candy, and I'll even have a few while I'm passing out candy. Oh my goodness, that is like 2 months away. Whew. I need to see, I need to look back to see what date my first live was, and maybe have like a 1 year live streaming little thing. I should have guessed that, lady. I should have guessed the peppermint patties are your favorite. Yes, Gabe. Basically, the mornings and evenings are cold-ish, starting in October, but the afternoons are hot. So you kind of have to dress layered, and then it doesn't really get cold until January. January is like you get about 2 to 3 weeks of cold. But as the weather cools down, I will be going out for my walks. Yep, I will go out and enjoy the weather, which I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so I look outside and it looks like it might be cool, but then I go look at the weather app right now. Let me see what the temperature is. It's 110 degrees right now at 6 o'clock in the evening. And out when I look out there, though, it looks like it's good weather. It's hot. Yeah, you can wear sandals at Christmas time here because it's not cold. Well, at nighttime it gets cold, but in probably on Christmas Day between 9 and 3, it's warm enough for sandals. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't even own a jacket. I just have a sweater. I wouldn't consider, yeah, I don't think I have a jacket. I have sweaters. I did own a jacket once. Did I? I don't know if I've ever had a jacket as an adult. I know as a kid I had a jacket. So then when I go into the snow, I don't have the proper attire because it's not something I usually need. Hello, Jory. Are you a child? I've never seen you here before. Yes, it is nice, Gabe. One of these days, though, I do want to have a Christmas where there's snow, or maybe even the whole month of December because my birthday is in December. So maybe would want to be somewhere for my birthday through Christmas with snow. That's gonna be for me and my future husband. Oh goodness. It's kind of sad because there's a lot of things I want to do, but I'm like, no, that's gonna be for me and my future husband. I think at some point I need to have a cutoff. If there's no husband, I'm just gonna go have to experience these things on my own. Which doesn't sound fun at all. Okay, you guys, I was watching something today on the news. It I don't know if this was always allowed, but the cameras are always inside the meetings for the what are they called? The sessions that the House has and that the representatives have. I didn't realize the camera's in there, so you get to see everything they say. But today, I'm not sure what the meeting was. It was like a world meeting with leaders from all over the world. And I was just, I learned something yesterday about certain people, and I learned something more today about them. And it's just like undeniable. I don't even want to say it unless somebody comes into the chat that is that person. Then maybe I will. Maybe I will say more about it. But the Lord wants me to learn more about these people for some reason. You're in the wrong live stream. I'm American. I speak English. I'm just always amazed with God's plan. Like his plan for the actual day. I'm learning stuff. He exposes me to what he wants me to know. He gives me the courage to get through situations. His public records. See, I've never really been into politics ever until the past few years. And I see a lot of shorts. They're calling them sound bites or something like that. And I'm like, oh wow. Or even videos I've seen posted on YouTube. I would prefer to watch it live though. No, it doesn't matter. Actually, I do prefer live because I don't want to watch a video that's old when it comes to politics. I want to know what's happening right now. So yeah. I was watching it until we left to go get our student IDs, so I didn't get to stay and continue watching. But what I did hear, it was just very, um, it was good. It was good for me to hear. You can reel it back to even the 70s and watch everyone from different administrations. See, that sounds boring to me. But yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. I'm just worried about today. Gabe, how is the new job going? You know what? I need to check my voicemail. Okay, I'm good. What did I learn today? More, I guess I'll just say more about what Israel is going through. Yeah. Which I kind of heard from a different perspective yesterday. And then hearing today what I heard, I'm like, it all confirms what I already thought, but I hadn't really done the research, so I'm glad. Still in training. Today is my first day delivering an excavator to the construction site. Oh wow. that sounds like it was big, a big load. There's something new over here. Let me click on it. Did that make a difference, you guys? It made me look lighter. This is natural lighting. Gabe says, I spent the last 2 weeks getting certified on the bulldozer excavators and learning how to operate them. Are you excited about that, Gabe? I would imagine that's fun. That would be fun for you. Okay, another reason I'm on here, you guys, is because I need a distraction right now. So that's why I was like, let me go live. I will be distracted. Why do I have that on? Kind of, Gabe. Not necessarily the war, but the people. A certain people. Hey, Ramon. Awesome. So now you got more certifications to put in your portfolio. Yes. Ramon, have you been here before? Your picture kind of looks familiar. Of course, you can always ask. There's no guarantee I will answer, but you can always ask. Okay, I think I remember you on one night. Yeah, it was a while ago, though. What is your question, Ramon? Hello, Timothy from New Jersey. Oh, what do you do when you feel like you're taken advantage of at work? You talk to your supervisor about it. This is what I would do really. I would pull up my job description and I would be like, this is my job description, but this is what you guys have me doing. And keep documentation of every time you felt like you were being taken advantage of. Then you go to well, you need to have a talk with him. If he tells you he's not taking advantage of you or whatever, then you go to his supervisor. You want to start the conversation with your supervisor and then move up. Gabe says that region has always been a troubled spot, even during the time of Christ. Yeah, that's what I'm learning right now, right? In my morning Bible time. But there's a people that was not spoken of in the Bible. I don't think so. So I'm learning about those people. You're welcome, Ramon. Good luck to you. I will tell you this. I felt like I was being taken advantage of at my last job. And I did have the talk with my supervisor. and nothing changed. But that gave me confirmation it was time for me to leave. But that's not the situation for everybody, I realize. Oh, thanks, Ramon. Wait a minute. Sorry. The Lord will be with you. Yes, if you pray to Him for help as well. He pray to the Lord to give you the words, the courage, the wisdom, whatever it is that you need to have that conversation. And the confidence. Amen. It's not easy. It is not easy at all when you have to confront your supervisor. I've been there. But you just got to do it. And the sooner you have the conversation, the better, because it's just going to be weighing on you and burdening you. So it's better to have the conversation sooner than later. Hello, Nana. How are you? Nana? 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 It's not, he makes me want to quit, but I've been there 7 years and I love what I do. I'm glad you like what you do. Yeah, so the sooner you can get that resolved, the better. I'm looking at your profile picture up close, Nana. She's got her pink glasses, her pink phone. Okay. Gabe says, remember Pontius Pilate agreed to go on with the crucifixion to appease the people because he had orders from his boss to give the people whatever they wanted and keep the peace at all costs. Yes, and he said he was washing his hands of it. But yes. That's what was supposed to happen, but imagine how things, no, I don't want to imagine it. But when you do what other people say, even though it's not right, it stays on your conscience. Well, at least it would for me. Thankfully, I've not had that. Whenever I know something is wrong, I stand up, I speak up. Um, I don't let it keep happening. Oh, that same place is the hot spot. That's what you're saying. I thought we were trying to help out Ramon in his work story, kind of. I'm trying to keep up with your guys' conversations, so please excuse me when I get off track here. it was interesting because when I was listening to a video yesterday, the guy was talking about how he left his city, he left everything he knew because he had a realization to follow Jesus Christ. And he spoke about the places he went to, making his journey to a new place. And I was like, those are all places in the Bible. Ramon, you can't be afraid because God will provide. If you are wrongfully, what do you call it? Wrongfully fired, then you have the choice to take it up, grieve it, do a grievance or something like that, appeal, or pray that the Lord will open up a door that's even better for you, an opportunity that's even better. Fear keeps us down, y'all. Fear keeps us from joy. Fear keeps us away from happiness, and we can't allow that. We cannot allow it. But it is easier said than done because I've been there. As a single mom, I did go through some stuff because I was afraid. I'm like, I'm the person who is supporting me and my son. And if I don't have a job, then what's going to happen? And I had to do some planning. I would even practice my conversation that I was going to have with my supervisor before I would actually have the conversation. I liked to be prepared anytime I did something like that. Gabe says, Ramon, fear not. Speaking of my old job, it has been 8 months since I had resigned from that job, and I am happy. Happier than I was back then. Gabe says, it is a job. There's always a better job that pays more and will give you the respect you deserve out there. And it may not even be about the money, Gabe. It could be a job that has more flexibility. It could be a job that has better benefits. It could be a job that has better people leadership to work with. It could be a job that has a better location. I mean, there's so many other positives. Ramon says, on a personal note, so my son wants to be with me for his high school years, and my girlfriend said if I want him here, then I had to find my own place because we are with her parents. Oh, Ramon, why are you living with her parents? Yeah, you got to get out and get your own place, even if your son's not coming to live with you. Yeah, I've never lived with anyone ever since I bought my own house at 24 years old. I have always had my own place. So it's hard for me to understand y'all that are living with parents. How old are you, Ramon? I'm just curious. First of all, Ramon, this is what I would say. You should be engaged, you should be married before you're living with someone. I'm not living with nobody unless I'm married. I'm sorry. Sometimes I know I'm silly. You gotta put a ring on it, Ramon, at 40 years old. Yeah. But she knew you had a son, so if she's not accepting for him to move in, then maybe she's not the right person either. Maybe you're going to be coming upon some big changes in your life. And you know what? It's better to know now that you're not actually married than to know if you were married and she's like, your son can't come or whatever. There's good change and there's bad change, but I think in your situation it would be good. Gabe, what do you have there? A square? Okay, this is what I would consider bad change. Let me give you an example for myself. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but I'm just telling you. I have always lived in a nice home, nice neighborhoods, nice home. Now, if I went to live in a one bedroom apartment in the ghetto, that would be a bad change. But let's say you never lived on your own to begin with, and that's the very first place you start is a one bedroom apartment in the ghetto, then that's where you start. And you work to get out of there, to get into something a little more nicer. Y'all tell me if that was bad of me to say. Or tell me if you understand what I'm saying. Ramon. Gabe, what do you mean by that? I don't know understand what you mean by that. My world is well rounded. I do not live in a box. I need to be free. I need to grow. I need to spread my wings, y'all. I am not living in a square box. Yeah, sounds like you got some stuff to be doing, Ramon. If your son is going to start moving, I don't know how far away that is, but I think you should start saving up, looking for a location to move, regardless if your girlfriend comes with you or not. Does the Lord provide if you believe and have Him in your heart and put Him first? Oh, definitely, Ramon. I have been a single mom for basically my son's entire life. And I have done my best to put God first this whole time of my son's life. Now, I have done some bad things, I've made some bad choices, but I stay on track. I get back on track like right away. And the Lord has actually given me abundance. That's why I'm able to have a part-time job right now, because I have abundance and I don't have to stress myself out right now. He provides me with advice, He provides me with shelter. He provides me with food. He provides money for me to pay my bills. He provides me with opportunities. He provides me with ideas. He provides me with purpose. I mean, I could go on and on. Gabe says, Ramon, there's better out there. My one advice, wait till you line up another job before you leave. Gabe says, Vanessa, the world will never work without squares. uh, yeah, you have to put a plan together, start planning. That's what I did. Even though I trusted the Lord, I feel like the Lord told me, okay, you're going to leave the job, but you've got to do A, B, C, D. Get it all straightened out before you leave. And that's how I've done every job. Every time I felt like the Lord said it was time for me to move, He's like, but you got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, however many things, so that it's a smooth transition, a smooth change, a graceful leap of faith. And I know that the Lord has provided for me because, you guys, I grew up with two parents who, my dad was not, I don't even know if he believed in God. He was kind of, he had evil habits. He was not, he didn't make the best decisions. And my mom tried her best, but she also made some bad decisions. And we had a lot of struggle when I was growing up. And I believe, I know that I have a very good, abundant life as a single mom because I didn't go through those struggles that my parents did. They were two people working. They would have two jobs sometimes to, each to make things, to make it through. And I'm so grateful I only needed one job and I had abundance. That's why I know when you put God first, He does provide. Clash, welcome back. Yes, thank you, Gabe, for helping out Ramon as well. So you got a man's perspective and a woman's perspective. Gabe says, Ramon, remember, something better is what you are looking for. Maybe you've just outgrown that job after 7 years. That's true, Gabe, because I was at the other job for almost, I don't know, many years. And I was happy doing all the things I was doing. But I did feel like I had outgrown it. And I was like, wait a minute. Why do they have me doing all this stuff when it's not even on my job description? But years ago, I was happy doing it. Yeah, I had outgrown that job. Good point, Gabe. Lively Cuts, hey. I know I've been doing my Bible time, but I haven't really been on for the freestyle live streams. And you guys are actually my distraction right now. Because I'm trying not to snack. I don't want to do any snacking. I'm trying to lose weight. So if I'm on here, I'm distracted. Plus, I kind of slow down in doing stuff around my house. It's like, I already did so many things. Like, what else can I do? I do need to tackle my garage still, but it's too hot. It is too hot to be out there. Lively, how are you? Yes. It is like an oven. Exactly. I wanted to put some kind of insulation on the garage doors to bring down the temperature, but I never got to it. Uh, I'm pretty sure it's simple and easy, but I just didn't make the time for that. Okay, Lively is good and he just got to work. Have a good time at work, Lively. Maybe he'll stay to listen, but even so, have a good time at work. Ramon says, I feel you, gay. Maybe I have outgrown it. Time to study up so I can pass my polysomnography test and start working at the hospital. What on earth is that, Ramon? It sounds like you've got a plan. Hello, Omer. Homer? Isn't that like Homer Simpson? I'm doing good. Sleep study. Oh my. So the people who might have sleep apnea or whatever, or just fall asleep randomly, those are the people you would be studying. That's interesting. That actually sounds fun because that would be like an overnight job, right? Or do they make them sleep in the daytime? Lively says, I have a movie. Oh, tell me, Lively. Tell me. Mmm. Yep. So you already know what to expect. Ramon says he already took the test. You want me to watch that movie, Lively? Isn't that I don't know. I wasn't really into those movies. Actually, they made a new one. Okay, I'll have to look into it. What do I think about Israel and Gaza war? I hope the Christians are protected and provided for. And equipped. I don't know. Are there any Christians over there? I'm still trying to learn about that. Oh, Neem Nelson. I know who that is. Liam. I knew what you're talking about, Ramon. Pico, hello. Hey, Gun Show. Homer, I'm going to tell you what I've said to other people. All I can do is pray for the best, pray for God's will. So I just responded to you. Pico says, Miss, you have watched anime? Not because I really wanted to, but yes, I took my son to a few movies that showed up at the theater, anime. I want to say one's named Naruto. But I'm not an anime person. I don't remember any of the characters. Gun show, how's it going? I was watching something the other day. It was kind of fascinating. And they were talking about doing the Naruto run. Gun show is good. I had kind of a bad day at work, but we shaking it off and moving. I let it go, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But my maintenance guy is working out pretty good. You're at the wrong live stream, Pico, because I don't know what you're saying, and I really don't care about anime. Gunshow says, gotta shake it off. Lively says, oh, what happened? um, the tenant who is in termination status wanted to pay her rent for August. And I was like, I can't take your rent because you're going to be terminated. And so she was all mad. And she wanted to recount things that happened, which she was lying. What else is new? I'm like, okay, I documented everything, and I said the facts are this, and it doesn't matter what you're saying because you did not follow the lease agreement or the house rules. And I was like, and you wanted to argue with me when I was serving you your first non-compliance. You didn't want to sign it. I said that did not, what did I call? What did I say? Just because you didn't sign it didn't mean it didn't happen. And and if you were ignoring it, it still was in process. I was like, so you knew about it because I verbally told you you didn't want the paper, you didn't want to sign it, so I posted on your door. Then it was mailed to you. I was like, you never responded, and now we're here. Gabe was saying yay. And then another person called me right after that conversation. They called me on the phone. And they're like, you're harassing me. I'm because I posted paperwork on her door that she has 90 days to recertify, renew her lease. I'm like, all I'm doing my job, and you're gonna get a 60-day posting and you're gonna get a 30-day posting. She's like, I'm calling the police because you're harassing me. I'm like, go ahead. And that was that. This is a lady that slammed the door behind me. So it's very hard for me to try to be nice to her after she slammed the door on me for no reason because I was just doing my job. No, no, Gabe, not another one, but it was that person, I'm pretty sure. Pico, what I do know is I know how to time you out because this is not a live stream for you. Yes, it's affordable housing, lively. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's hard for me to be kind to this person that slammed the door on me. Well, it wasn't about rent, lively. It was about her following rules. She, I was getting the most complaints about that tenant, but I couldn't prove it, and no one could prove it to me. But I was able to find something that she was not in non-compliance about, and she admitted what it was, and I was like, okay, you're admitting it, and it doesn't matter if you didn't read your, because she tried to say, oh, I don't even know what the house rules are or the lease agreement. I was like, that's your responsibility. I was like, I really do highly recommend wherever you do go read it, become familiar with it so you stay in compliance. Yep, tomorrow will be better. I mean, the worst that can happen, y'all, is I'm like, I quit. And that's not a bad thing. Because I got better things ahead of me. This is just a moment in time for me. So yeah, I keep praying to the Lord. I'm like, Lord, you really want me to stay here? Because I have applied. This is what I decided. Every Saturday morning, I'm looking for a job, and I've applied to a few. Actually, it started back in May. I don't even know if I told you guys. And I'm like, Lord, you're going to open the door that's for me, but I won't know until I apply. So I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't get the jobs because I know the right one will come up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Amen. It will be under control. But apparently, I'm here right now to show these people the right way, the truth, and the way to everlasting life. That's my purpose right now in my job. Like, that's how serious I am about about these, how I'm handling the job. Yes, Gabe, keep it on the DL. But this tenant was opening out in the open and causing commotion apparently like every night. Almost every night. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't. You just call the police because I can't do anything. But you know, whenever one battle is over, then a new one comes because now I've got a new set of problems, a new set of tenants that are becoming a problem because things came to my attention. And I got to teach these people, you don't follow the rules, you're going to get evicted or terminated. That's life. You got to follow rules. Doesn't matter where you go or even where you work. Even if you're a self-employed person, there's still rules to follow. Yep. So the maintenance guy, he's like, how do I clean this shower? How do I clean this? So I'm like, oh goodness. So I looked up some videos. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree, get him some cleaning products tomorrow when I go to work. And hopefully he's going to have like sparkling tubs and sparkling sinks. You know what I mean? because I get to show this new person what the expectation is from the beginning. So when I walked into the job, the old maintenance guy was already there, and his expectation was kind of low. It was very low, y'all. So I had to. That was, you guys know, that was difficult. That was challenging. Oh my goodness, I've been here over an hour already. The time is going by fast. The kind you spray and wipe. I don't know if you have a typo or if that's what it's called, but I've never heard of it, Gabe. But what I researched is the Lysol with lemon spray. Is it a spray? I don't know. It comes in a container with the lid, but you put a spray thingy on it, and it's supposed to clean really good, either with the scrubber or one of those Mr. Clean erasers. You gotta use a brush. Oh, for the toilet though, I did get I think it's called Zep. I did get Zep because a lot of the toilets are nasty. And so hopefully Zep will clean the toilets. I already have that cleaner. But then to actually clean the tub and the shower wall, I researched the Lysol was going to do good. Yeah, so I don't know how the other maintenance guy was cleaning. I've never heard of Vim, Gabe. Let me research it. I've never seen that. Hmm. Okay, this is what. Oh yeah, you guys can't really see it. This is fun, huh? Let me turn off my. This is what popped up. But I've never seen it anywhere. Yeah, for the empty apartment. I see it has ownership in Canada. Oh. Yeah. Now I need to check another email because I'm in college now. Now I have a new email to check. I wonder if I can forward it to my personal email. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I was trying to clean up my email which I got pretty far along, but I still have a lot more to clean up. And now I need to go through a college email. What is everybody doing? Gabe is keeping me company here, but you guys can chat anytime. I told Omar Z I was going to call him, but then that was yesterday. But then my best friend had called me, and we were on the phone for a long time, and I didn't want to talk to anyone again. or I didn't want to be on the phone anymore. So I don't know if Omar Z will show up. Anybody here like talking on the phone? I'm going to put that on here. Let's see who answers. I'm having fun snapping my neck pillow. Oh. Yeah, I need to think about decorating for fall. It'll be fun. You know what? I think I am this weekend. I think I'm going to start decorating for fall because it gives me a really good feeling. And then I have the fake fireplace where I could just turn on the fire but not the heat. I could light candles that give me the fall scents. Gabe, I don't know what's going on with her. She said she had lost her phone, so then she was messaging me on a different phone number, and I hadn't heard from her for a while. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on for her with her. I know she has her own page that she posts like shorts on there. So she's been posting, so I guess she's doing okay. She just doesn't want to come here anymore. She was talking about how she was in another live stream that she hadn't been to for a while. Yeah, people, it's kind of sad because I get used to some of you guys, and then when I don't see you, it's a little bit sad. But you know what? Life goes on. Oh, did you? Are you subscribed to her, Gabe? Or it just showed up? Let me see. I can't remember the last thing I had watched on her channel. It just showed up. Let's see. Oh well, I'll look for it later. Oh, this looks good. Actually, no. Somebody's making baked potatoes when I went into my YouTube. I get distracted too easily, y'all. Let me get out of there. Yeah, I will let her know, Gabe. Um, yeah, because she said she wasn't doing good. Anybody secretly listening? Anybody there? Sometimes it just feels weird, Gabe, when I see that there's other people but nobody is commenting. It's a little bit weird to me. I appreciate you keeping the chat going, because if there is no activity, then I'm like, I'm going. My dad is doing all right. He finished his um, radiation. He did it the month of July. And my brother went with him to his skin doctor. And the skin doctor actually recommended for the other parts of my dad's skin to use Noxzema. Um, which I remember using Noxzema as a teenager. I used it to wash my face. That thing was so thick. It left my face even more oily. But it's good for moisturizing. And so, actually, that's what the texting was. Um, my niece was asking, when will they find out if the cancer is gone? So, my dad hasn't had that doctor appointment yet. Hopefully, we will hear good news. Thank you for asking, Gabe. Oh my goodness, y'all. I need to see when my brother gets out of prison, because, yeah, he's in good spirits. He's, I mean, as good as he can be, because my dad is kind of like a negative person. So, I mean, he's his regular self. He didn't get any more negative. It's just that's how he is. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gabe. Okay, remember I was telling you guys that I that I would want to go soon. I'm not ready yet though. I want to go soon to that church that has a singles events. Well, apparently the maintenance guy goes to that church. I was like, I didn't tell him though. I did not tell him about my single journey. I don't think I'll share that with him. I have two brothers. And no sisters. Yeah. Okay, now it looks like it's just you and I, Gabe. The other people left. I'm gonna stay here. As long as you keep commenting, I will stay. Oh, did you answer my question? Do you like talking on the phone? When the sun comes up on my side of town, I don't know the other words. You guys, I am itching to do some two-step dancing. Work gonna turn to TMZ. You talking about my workplace? Oh my. Okay, so something I did today, because there's a playground area and it's a common area, right? So people should not be smoking near a common area. So I have seen one person smoke right there. So I was like, I need to, I guess, go put up signs that says no smoking, because these people don't understand about the no smoking rule. Oh, you said it depends if you want to talk on the phone or not. Yeah, I think it depends on the person. Maybe even what time of day it is. So yeah, I put out no smoking signs around the playground. And that way, when I see somebody smoking, I'm taking a picture of them. And I will have a no smoking sign right in front of it. Right in front of them. The maintenance guy, every morning, he has to clean up the property. And he came in, I think it was yesterday morning. He's like, I could smell weed. And he told me like the area. I was like, I already know. I said, I already know it's a problem. I don't know exactly where it's coming from. I said, but that particular section, they are all young, like in their 20s. He's like, oh, that's the party crowd. I was like, yeah, they have their parties on the weekends, and um, I'm aware of it. I just need, we can't just write them up unless I actually see it. And they need to be shown the rules. Craig, you've been here before. So my maintenance guy, he's like, I'm going to find out. I said, okay, so this is the process. If you know for sure someone is, we have to call the police. to come and verify it, which is kind of ridiculous to me. But, and I told the person I'm suspecting, I said, the next time I'm here and I smell the weed, I am calling the police. But then I realized it's on their notice every month when I post it, anyways. So they're just not paying attention to it. So it's nothing new. Craig, what kind of picture do you have? I'm going to look at it up close. Ronaldo, you're a soccer fan. Well, I can tell you the law on the property I'm at. It is not allowed, period. Not anywhere on the property. It is not allowed. But since I don't smoke weed, I'm not worried about that. But what I think it is you have to be 21 years and older. And you can't have a large amount on you. I don't know the limit. But there are quite a few workplaces who won't allow it. So, which is good. I'm not sure, Gabe. Um, I think people have been put in jail over it. I think it just depends on how much you have on you. I don't know. I ain't gonna find out though, Gabe. I don't have a need to. But the person that I suspect were in the apartments, I had to pull up his background because they're going to renew, and he has weed in his background already. It's like, how are you gonna deny it when it's already in your background? He's a he's a he's a not so nice person to deal with. So hopefully they do not renew and they choose to move on. No, what I'm saying is there's some people, some employers who won't even allow medical marijuana. It cannot show up at all. Like if they give you a drug test, if it shows up, and there's quite a few employers who won't allow it, they're like, nope. I was talking to someone, I don't know what industry he's in. I should have asked him. I don't know where he works, but I do think they allow the marijuana. Like, if someone's smoking, it's okay. But he said when he sees it's they're not thinking right, they're not doing something right. He tells them, um, he's like, I'm not gonna have you on the crew or whatever acting that way, and so then he lets them go. I don't know if that made sense. Nyx, hello. I'm doing good. How are you? I need to look at Nick's picture. I like to see what you guys have as your profile picture. Um, is that really your picture, Nick's? Gabe says yes because they indulged at work. Makes perfect sense. Nix, if you are a child, because you look like a child, well, he says he's 16 years old. This is probably not the live stream for you. So I'm glad that there's people like him who, yes, it's allowed to an extent, and he will recognize that, hey, you can't be here anymore if you're going to do that. You know, I'm glad for people like him because there's too many people in this world that do not care. They don't care. And we need more people who want to work, who take pride in what they're doing, no matter what it is, and care. You know what? Earlier, I think I said the wrong. I'm gonna look up that song I was singing. Hmm. Oh, I need to find me a place where they play country music and see if I can. I just really want to dance, y'all. I need to make it happen. I've been having this feeling since June. I need to figure out where dancing happens these days. I'm gonna put that on my profile, on my dating profile. Mm. It is hard, Gabe. Actually, because I don't go into bars, okay? That's all there is in my small city. There's a few bars where you could go dancing, but I need to find, I guess, friends who want to go to the bar because I'm not going by myself. But that's not a place I would want to meet someone because there's one that I know of for sure that has music. I am, but not where I actually live at. I live in a very small city. There's not a lot of things happening here. I will say though, I did meet someone at the bar. He asked me to dance. This was years, I don't know, this was like 8 years ago, y'all. And we did become friends. We would call each other, text, sometimes hang out. And he danced pretty good, but he was much older than me. And he passed away, y'all. He had cancer and he passed away early this year. Reasonable hour. People are dancing at a reasonable hour though, Gabe. It's like the dancing doesn't start till later. Um, I'm gonna ask my niece because she might know these things. I'm gonna ask her. Where is the hangout spot? Where are the hangout spots? I need to update my profile before I forget. New adventures. Up for adventures. Okay, I updated my profile. You think 12:30? Okay. Oh goodness. Yeah, I've got to have faith. I would imagine, okay, the way I dress modestly, I would get me a good guy, right? I don't think a bad guy would come up to me if I was modestly dressed. I don't know. Oh my gosh, the things I say on here. Oh, I got to do something, y'all, because I'm driving myself crazy. But seriously, there's rodeo at the college that I go to. So maybe I'm gonna hang out at the rodeo area. Of course, there's baseball games and different sports. Okay, courted. Do I use social media? Nix, isn't this social media? Yeah, I have social media, but I rarely get onto it. This is where I spend the most of my time is on YouTube. Let me look up the definition of court. Only one person has said that to me before. Courting refers to a more traditional and intentional approach to pursuing a romantic relationship, often with the long term goal of marriage. It involves a focused period of getting to know each other, establishing intentions, and building a relationship with a clear purpose. This contrasts with casual dating, which might not have a defined end goal or a specific timeline. Yep, that's what I want. I want to be courted. Okay, it's time to turn on the lamp. I thought that YouTube was a social media. Okay, Nick says you should try making groups. What does that mean, Nick? Miracle, he says, take it nice and slow. I'm getting antsy. Which, this is not like me. But it's because I'm 45 years old, y'all. I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago, than I was 10 years ago, than I was 15 years ago. Miracle, do you know how to two-step? Miracle, do you ever go out dancing anywhere where you live? Or you know of any places? Miracle's not too far from me. My cheeks are shiny, y'all. What is up with the shine? Ramon, he's back. He knows how to two-step. Gabe says there's a lot of men praying for someone like you. But where are they at, Gabe? Where are they? But you're right. Someone is praying for me just like I'm praying for them. No. I'm hoping Nick writes what he meant. Because I don't know what he's talking about. 2 words, reasonable hour. Go dancing in that bar and see what happens. Nix. What? Why do you want to know if I'm seeing anyone? You're just a 16-year-old. It's just a little crush. I do have crushes, celebrity crushes, y'all, but I have not found an in-person interest. Nick says he's 18. Okay. Country dancing in Arizona. Let me see what I find. Hmm. Oh, this place isn't too far. It looks like they have dancing. I don't know. I would rather be in the countryside, but with my husband. But I feel like the better chance of finding a husband is in the city. Oh goodness. Ramon says, I know how to dance all kinds of styles. Cumbias, Tejano, hip hop, slow, two-step, line dance. Good for you, Ramon. That is cool. I like to dance to all kinds of music, but if we're going to be talking about dancing, I've been watching uh, shorts of Mexican dances, the new style. I don't know about the new style. It's too um I don't know. It's just it's not my kind. Oh, you don't have any clubs in Temple, Texas. Dun, dun, dun. How long is that drive for you, Ramon? It sounds like me. I would have to drive. I mean, Okay, the last time I went to the one I was talking about here in town, I don't even know if they still do that. I'm pretty sure they do, that they still have dancing or bands and stuff. But if they don't have any, I would have to drive like an hour also. Mm, that sucks. What time is it for you guys? I'm taking this question down. Nobody's answering it. What time is it for you guys? I'm going to guess the one who said they're in Texas, it's 9:20. Hey Robert, how are you? You were about to answer that question. Yeah, things are going good, Robert. It's 9:20. Okay. Yeah, the sun, I it's still up, but it just got really dark in here, so I had to turn on my lamp. Excuse me. Um yeah, it's still above 100 degrees over here, which I guess isn't too bad for being 7:20. Felix, did someone mention snacks? He says I felt my big back since tingling. Felix, the snacks I'm eating, well, let me just say this week is fruit. I'm trying to be good. Does anybody know what ASL is? Ramon, you have to know because you're in your 40s. There you go, Felix. I'm taking it to old school. Yep, you're old. This is back in the day when we would do online chatting. He's 40, male, Texas. The chat room. Yes. This is kind of like chat rooms, but you guys get to see me. That was always the question. Yep, AOL. Or even, was it Yahoo? He said 39 mil USA. Let's see who else answers. I'm gonna put that up every time I get on here. So I am 45, female, Arizona. Felix, I thought you said you were trying to be good and work out and all that. Are you still doing that? Okay, so it just came to me on on over the weekend. I was overeating. I know it. And so I decided to weigh myself Monday morning. I thought I was going to weigh more than I did. And I was like, okay, Lord, you're giving me encouragement to. I felt like the Lord was like giving me some encouragement to start losing weight. And so, yeah, I'm trying to be right. Do right. Oh, it's okay. You took a week off. Ramon says, I work out my arms and get tired eating tacos. Oh, yeah, today was Taco Tuesday. Anybody have tacos? Felix says, I've been doing really good, but I fell off recently. Oh. Pretty much every day except Sunday, Nix. Yes, I'm trying to keep sugar out. I'm going to try my hardest. Um, yeah, I think this is the next step for me is to be serious about losing weight. I've been working out for 2 months straight, maybe even 3 months. So I feel strong, but I got to change my eating habits. Have a good night, Felix. Thank you so much for coming in. Ramon says, you got this. You can do it. Believe in you. You believe in me? Thank you, Ramon. I think so too. I'm going to get serious though and like write down my plan. I'm going to have short term goals. I'm going to reward myself. And I need to figure out like at what point will I reward myself? And hopefully, because I was reading the Bible and it was like the flesh is weak, but I want to prove to Jesus that and God that I can do this. That my flesh is not weak. And hopefully I can see some progress. Yes, yes. Because y'all, I have a whole bunch of pants. They're smaller sizes and I'm like I can fit back into them. Because I don't want to keep buying. Actually, no. I have lost one pant size since last year. One pant size. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I could say I'll lose 1 pant size a year, but that's going to be really slow. So, we'll see. We'll see. I know I can do it. But it's going to take a lot of effort. I have to be intentional. It's got to. So, God will be up here, and my eating habits is going to be right here because that's how. That's how it has to be for me. If not, I fall short real quick. You're not weak. You're a strong person and nothing can push you down, just like Dory said from Nemo. Just keep swimming. Yes, Ramon, thank you. I've lost weight before. I know I can do it. But I keep saying this time around when I lose weight, I need to maintain it and not gain it back. And this time it will happen. So that's why I'm here on the live stream, because you guys are going to distract me from wanting to go snack. I got potato chips in the pantry, ice cream sandwiches in the freezer. I'm not going to eat them. Mm-mm. I don't. I'm not going to have fast food. I help send them over here. My son will be eating them, but yeah, I really want to. My son's gonna graduate, y'all. I am envisioning myself that I have lost weight. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I like to have a reason to lose weight. Of course, it should be for me, but I like to have an actual event to go to that helps me to lose weight. And I don't have anything happening. So I've got to make my event, I guess. Yeah. All right, y'all. It is 7:30. I'm getting a little bit tired sitting here. Ramon says I only eat once a day and my weight just fluctuates from 200 to 220. That is crazy, Ramon. So it's water weight probably. I'm trying to drink more water. Staying away from sodas from that was really the only thing I was drinking. I'm just going to stick with my my tea, no sugar, and water. I don't know. I don't know what my plan will be. I need to sit down and make a plan. Because the more strict I am on myself, the more weight I lose, but also the quicker I give in. So I've got to find a good balance for myself. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. 200 to 220. Like, could you fluctuate in one day, or is it like you might be 200, then 205, and then 208 till you get to 220 and then come back down? I don't know. That just seems like a big difference. Unless you're saying over time. One day. Yep. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna take this question down. Oh yeah, muscle weighs more than fat, and muscle takes up less space than fat. I have a picture. I wonder if I still have it. And it was pretty motivational for me. Maybe I need to put that. Where was it at? I don't think I have it on this phone. I'm gonna find it. Let me see if I can search it up. Muscle versus fat. This one. This is the one I'm going to save to be my motivation. Let me show you guys. These are both 5 pounds. Muscle, fat. Isn't that crazy? Look how much space the fat takes versus muscle. This is going to be my motivation. It looks nasty, but it's going to be my motivation. Gabe, he says he's been slacking. I know you've got to get on a new routine, right? Ramon says he needs to work out his dad bod. I know. That picture, when I saw this, which was years ago, I was like, whoa. I need to keep it, to look at it every day to keep myself on track. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna leave now. I'm going to go brush my teeth. I need to check my email. My school email now. And hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow night. If you're welcome to join my Bible time live stream, 7 o'clock Arizona time tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Gabe, yeah, you'll fit that bike time in. I know you will. I know you can. But thanks for spending time with me. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed night. I send y'all peace and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. See you next.